It is National Peanut Day. That's right. The U.S. peanut crop in 2022 was 5.5 billion pounds.
Whoa.
That's a lot of nuts, friends.
Uh-huh.
The U.S. loves some peanuts. And I got to tell you, North Carolina is the fourth largest producer of peanuts in the U.S. Any guesses? The states 1 through 3.
Georgia.
Well, that is number 1.
Virginia.
No.
Oh.
I'm having
gotta
to
be
think.
south, I would
Larden,
think.
yeah, it definitely has to be in the South. South Carolina?
No.
Mississippi.
No.
Texas.
Texas.
Alabama and Florida, friends.
Alabama.
So it
Florida.
goes Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and then North Carolina.
Okay.
Weirdly, Georgia accounts for more than
Oh
50% of all the peanut production. That one state alone for the entire
You know-
U.S.
The only reason I picked them, do you know why?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, yeah,
Because I always
peanuts, the
heard
whole
peanut
thing.
farmer from Georgia.
That's right.
You think that they would take on the peanuts then rather than the peaches?
Right? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they have the
Georgia
peach
peach.
thing
Georgia
when you
peach.
drive there. You're right. So, 2 wants to know, how do you like your peanuts best? So, I asked on Facebook, and our News 2 viewers wrote a couple of different things. Carolyn wrote, roasted with the shell on. Me too. Stephen wrote, on sale, LOL, Jif Creamy. Jim's post says, in a payday candy bar. Lynn followed up with dipped in milk chocolate, and then Eddie rounded it out with beer.
With beer.
Yes, I mean, because peanuts, they're kind of like chalky-ish, right? So you need some
Yeah.
kind of like something. I do love to shell the peanuts
Yeah,
and eat
me
them
too.
at a baseball game.
Yep.
But you have to like suck on the outside first, right, to get the shell, the
I
salt. out the
only do that if they're the hot boiled peanuts.
Oh, okay.
But if they're the plain peanuts, then you just gotta do them with your hands, right?
I love
Can't
boiled
do.
peanuts.
Oh my gosh.
I was just about to ask, how do you like your
Can't do
peanuts?
that.
I
Boiled
do
peanuts.
love a boiled peanut too.
I do not.
Yeah, I prefer no peanut at all. But
no.
Yep, and I'm from Georgia, but my grandma loves peanuts. Loves. I mean, ever since just growing up, she'd always have them in her purse. She just always would have them. But I just can't
You're
get
not a
down with
peanut fan.
peanuts.
Do you like other types of nuts?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
So
no.
no trail mix for you.
I do like the trail mix, but I scoot around and get the
She
M&Ms.
gets the raisins and
I get the
M&Ms.
M&Ms and all the other.
Yogurt color. Yes,
Right.
yes.
And I know some people can't do the boiled peanuts, right? Because they're hot or whatever.
Slimy.
Yeah, I think it's the texture of the
Yes.
peanut because it's so soft.
And I think to myself, as like a 2 wants to know person, would I ever eat something from the side of the road? And the answer is yes. Yes, I would.
Especially when it says hot boiled peanuts. And then
I
they
know.
scoop it
For
out.
some
Let's-
reason, you just kind of go, okay.
Let's clarify. She means from a shop on the side of the road, not something lying on the side of the road.
No,
This-
like a
they usually
stand.
just set up a stand.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
right.
even a
Yeah.
shop. It's just
Especially
like
South
it's like a
Carolina.
big hot dog thing, and they're just on the side of the road with their truck, and they're like, "Hey, would you like some boiled peanuts?"
some
And I'm
boiled
like, "Yes, I
peanuts.
would."
Central
Yeah.
Florida, all around Gainesville, and you know this. I mean, on all the little rural roads going around it,
301.
that's where you get the good ones.
Boiled peanuts. And in North Carolina, 21 out of 100 counties grow peanuts. It is a cash crop here. Do you have a different favorite cash crop in North Carolina?
Gosh, I'm not sure. What else is that big except, we don't.
Tobacco.
Sweet potatoes,
Sweet potatoes.
wine.
Yes.
Tobacco.
Think about that. Think of all the wineries we
Oh,
have
that's
in
true.
North
The
Carolina
grapes,
now.
yes.
Like, tobacco really took a back seat,
Yes.
and the new cash crop became like vineyards and wine.
At 2000, the year 2000 was when that started blowing up.
Yeah.
Do you know that I can't even think of what a peanut plant looks like?
Me either.
They're in the ground.
They dig them up, but that's how pathetic.
I
that
can't
would
even
be.
think. I can't even
Yeah.
think of what it
Yeah.
what it looks
Really?
like. Yeah.
Now I
I'll
gotta
have
look
to
it up.
find you a peanut plant. All right. Now, in Georgia, there's one town that loves peanuts so much that they have like a big, huge monument. It's behind us. Do you see the peanut monument?
What town is that?
All right, so the hurricane Michael rolled around, right, and then knocked it all down.
Oh.
So they had to raise money to put the peanut statue back in place. And friends, it is happening.
Everybody knows what Peanut is. You've been down I-75, and that's just kind of home for everybody.
Right off exit 82 near Fitzgerald in Turner County sits the giant Peanut, back on its perch and in its own way waving to drivers as they pass by.
You gonna smile, Linda?
Linda and Len Refuse love to stop at unusual places, and the Peanut is right up there.
There was that tin soldier in Texas, too.
They didn't butter things up when they talked about the attraction.
It's not as large as I thought it would be.
Well, the nut itself is only 6 feet high, but its base goes 20 feet into the air. About 4.5 years ago, high winds from Hurricane Michael pushed the Peanut to the ground.
It was knocked over and cracked. I mean, it looked like a cracked peanut. We were all just so in shock, I think. It's one of those things you kind of take for granted.
This is now what you would call a hard nut to crack. It is made out of sheet metal instead of fiberglass.
The patch of time where nothing sat on the bricks perplexed a lot of folks who piped up with their displeasure. Ashley Miller with the Ashburn-Turner County Chamber of Commerce worked hard to raise nearly $60,000 to get the peanut project on track.
I mean, I got phone calls at least once a week asking me when we were getting it back.
Our customers would come in daily asking where the peanut was, when it was going back up.
Tabitha Thompson works at Carol's Sausage and Country Store. The folks that peddle pork get a lot of folks thinking the peanut is theirs. It doesn't sit that far from the place.
It was gone a long time, and I'm so happy to see it back up there. That's where it needs to be.
The crown wrapped around the peanut symbolizes that peanuts are king.
But I think it also represents regionally that, you're in South Georgia. This is our economy is built on agriculture. And I hope that when our farmers see it, they see it as what it is, as a tribute to them and all the long, hard hours they put in.
The peanut doesn't come with a lot of pageantry. He's just a permanent pop on the road, reminding us of our rural roots.